So, I'm going to show you how I do my Affinity photo edits. I'm usually in Dropbox because I'll load everything to Dropbox for my clients so I can send them a link and then they can send me the pictures labeled or marked that they want edited. Now, I go from Dropbox right into Lightroom. I hit export and then I find Lightroom on my iPad Pro. I use an iPad Pro. Now, it dumps it right into Lightroom. I guess I was doing that at one time. But cool. Now it's in Lightroom. So I'm gonna go to Lightroom and this is where I am. Now I'm looking at the photo, and what I do like to do is I like to get everything as much as possible correct in camera. I don't like to rely on Photoshop, Affinity Photo, or whatever for my photos. I don't use Photoshop, I use Affinity Photo. So what I'll do is I'll I'll blow it up and I'll start looking, okay, what do I want to do? Where do I want to edit? Then I'll look at the picture and I'll say, okay, let me think. Okay, well, now I'll go to light. Well, I'm going to go light because I see the highlight. I'm going to see how it look with this highlight pulled down a little bit. I kind of like that. I like the highlights pulled down. Now, when I pull the highlights down, I noticed that, look at the white. You see the white on the wall where the windowsill. You pull the highlight down and kind of give it a bluish look. So what I'll do is I'll go into color, hit my color, and I'll go into blue, and I'll desaturate some of that to bring the white back. Now the highlight is down and it brought the white back. It took the blue out. There's nothing else really blue on there. Then I'm desaturating, so that's pretty cool. I like that. I like that right there the way it is. So now, one thing about Lightroom, they have the new profile, and you could browse through there and give it a profile look like that, warm it up, or you could give it the fade look. That looked pretty cool, but I don't want that right now. Or you can give it a bluish look, vintage look. Let me see, I kind of like that. So I'm gonna give it that look a little bit, but then bring that down some. And now from there, I'm gonna go right in Affinity Photo. So I finished that, and I'm gonna go open in, maximum available. And as you can see, these are maximum converted JPEGs. I don't have to do raw. Everybody wants everybody thinks that they need to edit a raw file. You don't. I'm telling you, you don't. I've been doing this. I've done edits for Apple. Trust me, they took a JPEG. But you can import raw files in here. It'll be the same exact way. So now I'll go to, and I'm using my hand. I'll go to Affinity Photo. Bam, Affinity Photo. There you go. Bring that up. I want to use my Apple Pencil. So it's opening in Affinity Photo. Now you have it in Affinity Photo. Okay. Now the first thing I'll do when I'm in Affinity Photo is I'll tap on the screen, one finger, and I'm wondering what's going on. Okay. There it is. And duplicate it. So if you go up here, top right, one down, you'll see that I duplicated the background. Let me plug my iPad Pro back up. Alright, because I don't want to edit on the bottom layer. So now, once I'm on that, I get rid of that, I blow it up. Me, I'm real particular. But this is what I like about using iPad Pro. You can go all the way, look at that, pixel deep. You could really get in there. But you see these little flyaways right here on our forehead? I like to get rid of those. So I'll go over, to the editing brush over here. I'm tripping. Oh, okay. And I'm gonna go to the in painting brush. Man, I haven't been editing so long. Apologize, y'all. I've been DJing lately. So once I get here, I'll get my brush size. What you want to do is bring your brush size down. I'm down at the bottom on width. I know you can't see what I'm doing, but you can see the width going small. Yeah. So that's about the size of her hair. And then I'll just go right on over that and let that do its job. And it's gone. Now, you see how long that took? And then you could kind of still see it. What I like to really do is go to the patch tool. You go to the patch tool, patch, bring it on over, it's done. Patch with that, bring it over, it's done. Real quick. You see the pimple right here, go over it, move it over, it's done. The flyaway, done. Get that, it's done. That's what I like about the patch tool. It's very, very quick. Now, you really don't even have to do this, but you see what I'm saying? I like it. You know, I like getting all in there and doing it like this. You know, I try to pay attention to detail. You see the little smile line right there? Get rid of it. Real quick. Real quick. Go over the small little blemishes that you really don't see anyway. But I like to pay attention to detail. And when the picture doesn't look edited, that's when that's a great edit. Okay. Alright. And if you hear the tapping, that's my pencil on the iPad Pro. Now, what I do like to do, you see those little moles right there, you leave those. You want it to look as natural as possible. So this don't even look like it's been touched. That's the way you want it. Now, I'm going down here to her bra, athletic bra, and you see these little white things on it. I'll get rid of those because I want to pay attention to detail. And you won't even really see it, but if you get rid of them, it just makes it a little cleaner. So I'm patch tooling it, and I'm doing it real quick. That's why I like the patch tool instead of the in-paint tool. And you just get rid of all those little things that you're really not going to see, but I know they're there. So I'm getting rid of those. And I really like to do one at a time, but I will do a bigger space sometimes. So you go down here, get rid of those. And I like to open up this one right here. You can really, well, I can see it. You know what I mean? Okay. So, see how much cleaner that is? Now, I'm going around. There's really nothing else. Well, maybe right here. That whole little section. I would never do it that big, but I'm doing it a little fast today. So, I'm trying to look and see. Like you see these flyaways right here. You really don't have to do anything. But I'm just going to pay attention to detail right now and get them out of there. I'm not going to go too close because I want it to look as natural as possible. You know what I mean? So, yep, there you go. There you go. Alright, that's pretty cool. So I like that. Yep. Now, basically, the photo was done. Got it in, got it out. Because what you do is you pay attention to detail when you're shooting. Don't rely on an editing program to cover you or save your butt. Save your butt in the beginning, and then you could edit less and keep it moving. And you could do less work, less time editing, You know what I'm saying? Less time doing, you need more time for you to enjoy your life. So I'm going to go in here and I'm going to do those right there too, since I didn't look on that side of her face, which is really nothing, but I'm just doing it just to show you. All right, cool. All right, I'm done with that. Now, what I'll do after this, I'm basically done with this photo, but I'm going to keep going. I'm going to duplicate this. Bam. Now with this one, I saw a video of a guy, he was showing you how to use the high frequency and low frequency. What I didn't understand is why he took you the long way, which is nothing wrong with it. When Affinity Photo already does it for you, he did exactly what they do for you already. But let me show you. Okay, here. There go the frequency separation. You hit on it. Now, what you want to do, open it up so you can see. Now, how you see, that's the high frequency, it's the low frequency. Now, the radius is at 2. I would use 2, but you can crank it up if you want to. You see how it is right now. You really don't want it like that. I got it at what, 16? Bring it back down. You can have it around, I'll say 4.7 seems good, but I'm going to leave it at 2, the way it came. Let me tap on it so get it right on 2. Yep. You could tap, you could move it, and you could type it in. So I'm going to hit the check mark, and now it's creating both layers. High frequency and low frequency. Bam. Now it made it. So I'm going to open this up, and as you can see at the top, high frequency and low frequency. The high frequency layer and the low frequency layer. Now, when you get here, you can either draw it in, or you can highlight certain areas and smooth them out. I really don't like my photos to look like they've been edited, but I'm going to show you how to do it. So you go on the low frequency, and I'm going to take you the mask way where you can brush it in right now. So you go on the low frequency, you go down, and you find Gaussian blur. It's right up under frequency separation. You hit that, and as you see the radius, you see how she's getting blurred, or her face is blurred now. I took the blur off. Now I'm putting the blur on. You want the blur just about right here. It's probably a little too much, but I'm going to exaggerate a little bit so you can see. Now I'm going to hit the check. And it just put the Gaussian blur on the low frequency. So you still see her face looks a little blurry. Now you want to go, you see that low frequency part is still highlight. You see how I highlight the high frequency? Now I'm going to highlight the low frequency. I'm going to go up here, I'm going to hit the plus sign, and I'm going to hit mask layer, because what I want to do is mask that layer that I just put on there, the Gaussian blur. So it just made a mask. Make sure the mask is highlighted. You see right there, the mask is not highlighted. The whole frequency is highlighted, but just mask the highlight. You see the little blue square light up? Yeah, okay, there you want to go there. Now you go down here to where it looks like an equalizer. Right there. You see mask alpha, you hit mask alpha, and you hit invert at the top. Now I just took the mask down. So now it hid the mask, and if you want to color it in or brush it in, so you go over to the left side, and you'll see a brush. It's right above the sign that looks like a eraser, the end of a pencil. You hit that, that's your brush, paintbrush, and you know white paints it in, black paints it out. So you want to go to white, and you can make your brush size. I want to do my brush size about as big as a makeup brush. I like my opacity at 100, and my flow, I like my flow at 3. Alright, cool. Now, what I'll do is start brushing in. I'm on her forehead. It looks like nothing is being done, but it is. I'm brushing in some smoothness on the low frequency. So, now what I'm going to do, I'm going to exaggerate it so you can really see. So I'm going to turn my flow all the way to 100. And now I'm on her forehead. You see how it's blurring up? I don't like it like that, because you see her hair at the top of her forehead where it connects, you know, where it's break? That looks sloppy. Now, it might look okay at certain other spots because I'm exaggerating right now. I'm exaggerating so you could see. But I do not like this at all. Now, a lot of tutorials that you see it like this. So now that look cool from a distance, but I don't like it because blow it up. Look at that. That looks muddy. And I see a lot of edits using Photoshop or Affinity Photo that just let it look muddy like that, and everybody think, oh, that's cool. No, that's not. That don't look. It look good from here, but right there, no, that doesn't look right. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take that back out. I'm going to put my brush black, and that will erase all that I did. So I'm erasing all over her head, her nose, and everything. You see how the pores are coming back. Yeah. So you don't want to keep your flow at 100. You want to be able to brush in the magic. You know what I mean? So I'm going to go put that back on white, and I'm going to take the flow, put it back on 3%, and I'm going to barely do it. Okay, cool. Now you want to just barely do that. You want to smooth, but you want to keep the pores. So what I'm doing is bring this brush down, keep the pores, keep the pores, keep the pores, keep it in. You can color or brush it in. Brush it into your desire. Me, I like to see pores. So once I do that, I got it the way I want it. So now it looks kind of like the way I want it, because I want to show you dodge and burn too with Affinity Photo. I'm just trying to show you what you could do with Affinity Photo, because a lot of people are scared to make that jump, but I love Affinity Photo. Cool. So that don't even look like it's been touched, but it's been touched. I don't really need to do all her body part, so I'm just showing you on the face. So we're gonna just keep it on her face. Now, I'll go to the high frequency. I'll go to the top of all my layers, and what I'll do is merge visible. Merge everything that's visible. Now, if I unclick that, you see I unclick the low frequency, you see the little check disappear. It won't merge that, but you want everything checked. Make sure it's checked. You want to be at the top, and you want to merge visible. Now it's about to make a layer of everything you've done so far and put it all together. Basically like merge down, I think it's called in Photoshop. So what it's doing is making that layer right now, and I'm waiting for that layer to show up. So it's taking its little time, and so we're gonna wait. Once the layer shows, then it's done converting. Now you see as it showed up, it converted. Now what I want to do, I don't have to make a copy, but I do anyway, because that's the way I roll. So I tap on it, I duplicate it, it's making a duplicate copy. Once I see, there it goes. Now I go all the way up to the top, and I press on the plus sign, and I click on the top where it says pixel layer. Now I just made a pixel layer, so what I want to do with that, I want to fill that layer. So I go back over here to this thing look like a golf tee, and I go to fill. Fill is right above frequency separation. I tap on fill and it made it white. Now I go down to the bottom, I click on the white circle, and that pops up. And I want to have it 50% gray. Sometimes I can't get it right on 50, then I have to tap it. So I'll tap it, numbers will come up, and I'll type in 50. Hit OK, hit the check sign, and now it's converting that fill layer to 50% gray. Now, you see it 50% gray. So this is what I'll do. I'll go all the way up to the top where it's the circle and the 3 dots. Click on that, and now it comes up. Now what you want to do is click on the normal because you're going into your filters. And what I like about Affinity Photo, you can see as you go. With Photoshop, if it's on darken, you can't see what it does until you click darken. With Affinity Photo, it gives you a live view. So you can see what every little layer does to the picture. I want to go to soft light. So now it should look basically like the picture. Hit soft light. Now you go back, I'll go all the way up to the top where it says layer options. Click that, and now you're back. Now you did that pixel layer perfectly the way you want it. Right here, what I would do is take my one finger, tap on the screen, and duplicate that pixel layer. Now you got 2 layers right there. Now if you want to name one, you can name them, but I usually know my bottom pixel layer is my darken, my top pixel layer is my lighten. But if you want to name it, you go on pixel layer, you go where the circle is with the 3 dots, and you see pixel right here at the top. You tap on that, and it'll come up. I'm gonna put darken, so I'll know as soon as I see it. You hit layer options at the top again, and you go to the other pixel layer. Circle with the 3 dots again, go to pixel, lighten. Type that in, bam. Now when you look at them, you know exactly what you want. So my bottom pixel layer, and this is where I dodge and burn. So I'm gonna burn that. So I'm gonna go to the sorry, that was my phone. I'm gonna go to the left side, and you see what a flame is? It's 1, 2, 3, 4. It's like 6 from the bottom. Click that, hold it down, and you see burn brush, dodge brush. I want to burn, so I'm gonna hit burn. Now we can start to darken. Now I'm just only concentrating on her face. So you want the opacity at 100, and on here I like my flow at 3 too. 3% rather. Also, so make the brush. What I do, I like to do the eyebrows, darken them a little bit, darken those. You see right above her eyes where the makeup would be, and I just like to darken the spots that have the shadows or where the makeup would be, like coming down the side of the nose. What I would do if I was you, I'll look up contouring and watch how makeup artists contour faces. Now, what you would do is you would dodge and burn as though you were contouring a face. So you know where to follow the makeup. You'll know where to highlight and put shadows on. So right now I'm just putting a shadow on the side of her nose, and then on her cheek, come in and darken that, because that's where they'll contour, you know. So right now I'm on her cheek. Really don't look like I'm touching it up, but when I show you the after, you'll know. I'll dodge the shadow under her lip. You see that shadow? I'll definitely dodge that. Burn that. Even the crease of her mouth, the nostril part, anything that has a shadow, I'll sorry, that's my phone. I would darken that up. Anything with a shadow, just to give it a little more oomph. And so you'll see when I finish. Don't look like I'm touching it. Oh, you see my pencil is dying. Okay, now the top of her forehead to the right where there's a shadow, I'll give it a little more shadow. Okay, so I'm going to speed this up so I can get it done. And definitely what I love about using Affinity Photo, if your pencil dies, you can use your finger. So now I'm done with the darken. Now, you'll see the difference. Watch. So I'm going to uncheck the darken. And you see how the burn went away? See it? See the difference? See the difference. Okay, now I'm going to go to the lighten, and we're going to work on that. So we go back over here to the left, and we hit where it looks like a flame. You hit dodge. Now we can start the lighting. Keep everything the same. And then you make your brush the size of where you're going to work. I'm going to work over her eye, right up under her eyebrow, because I know they highlight that part where a person will like cut her eyebrow and trim. I'm going to go right there. Then I'm going to do the middle part of her nose, because I did the side parts of her nose coming down the sides of her nose. I burned those, so I'm going to dodge the middle. Make it real light, contour. And then I'm going to highlight her cheek. You see where her is light right there, right up under her eye? I'm going to highlight that. Give it a glow. Ladies love that. So right now I'm highlighting that. I'm giving it a glow. Then I'm going to do her chin and toward the bottom of her face. Right up under where I burned. Sorry, I keep saying. Now usually I'll do her lips too. I'll do the top lip. I'll color it in. Just give it a little sparkle. Just to give it. Now a lot of people like to do the eyebrow. I mean not the eyebrow, the eye. You see where my brush is right there? So I'm going to do a little bit of it. They like to lighten their eye. A lot of people love to do that. And it gives it a nice little, So I'm highlighting the window light that's in her eye right now. Almost making her look like she got a cat eye, but boom. Now you do it a little. Now gave it a difference. Then I'm doing the other eye. Just to highlight it a little bit. Now, I'm trying to, so, my screen, I guess it's the screen recording. It paused on me. I'm waiting for that to stop, I guess. Okay. Alright, there we go. Got it back. Now, what I would do to give it just a little flair, I would bump my flow up, make my my brush about the size of her braids, and you see where her braids is highlighted from the light of the window. I'll give that a little just to bring it out, and it really will give it some flair. It'll highlight those colors that she had in her braids. That's how you accent without accent, where it doesn't look like it. You always want your photo to look like it hasn't been touched. When it look like it hasn't been touched, oh man, that's the best edit. You don't want it to look like you edited the mess out of it. You don't want that, trust me. And I'm staying right on her braids, giving her braids a lot of highlight. I'm highlighting those. Ladies love that. And they're like, oh man, her braids. Whoever did her braid, yeah, okay. Okay, cool. So I'm highlighting these braids. I'm going to highlight that one right there to bring it out in the picture. Now I'm bringing out all these braids in the picture. Boom. All right, cool. Now, I'm done. Because like I said, I'm staying on the face. Now what I do, you already know. Go back to the top layer, which is my lighting. And I want to merge all that I've done. So I'm going to merge visible. And it's going to make a layer of everything we did. And here's the thing, we can always go back. You see every layer is there. Everything is still there. I never merge everything together into one and take away. I do merge it, but I leave everything there. So now it's making my pixel layer. I'm waiting on that. I'm basically done right now. But I'll get it right there, and then I'll add a little bit more crisp to it. So now I made that layer. I'll make another duplicate layer, which you don't have to, but I do. Now you could put clarity on it, or you could unsharp mask. I don't use clarity, I use unsharp mask. You go over here and unsharp mask. One thing about the filters, they're in alphabetical order, so unsharp mask is toward the bottom. So it's 3 up from the bottom. You hit that, and you want to bump your radius up just to give it a little texture. Bam, right there. Wow, it's popping now. You hit that. Now it's putting an unsharp mask on it. Bam. Now look at that. Now, when I get here, I could play with the color, but I already had the color warm the way I wanted it. Now you see. Now, I'm going to show you the beginning and after. So we just on the face. So I'm going to uncheck everything in the middle except the bottom and the top. The top is everything we did. The bottom is how we first imported in Affinity Photo. So I'm going to take the check off the top. Boom. It didn't look like we was even touching it, but we did a lot. You see, that's the beginning. The beginning is beautiful. We didn't even need to touch it. But now I'm going to check the top, and you're going to see everything that we did. You see what I'm saying? We dodged and burned. We gave everything some glow, some flow. That's the difference. That's after. That's the before. That's after. The before. And what I was doing was exaggerating so you could see the difference. And when it's like this, if you felt like you did too much, you hit the circle at the top with 3 dots. And you see the opacity. You can just bring the opacity. I'm going to take the opacity all the way down. You see it's gone. You could just bring the opacity up into your liking until you go, okay, that's what I like. I didn't like it like this. I like it like that. See what I'm saying? So everything that you do, you can always blend, erase, add more, or take away. So I'm going to leave it like that, what we did, so people could see the before and after. And that's how what I love about Affinity Photo. And let's say I'm doing this and I'm somewhere and I have my iPad. My iPad is on T-Mobile. So I can send, receive any and everywhere. If I got, service or if I got Wi-Fi. So you go all the way up to the top, second over from the left, and hit export. Now right here, what I like about this, you could turn it into PNG, JPEG, GIF, TIFF, HDR, Photoshop file, PDF, etc., etc. You can get your dimensions however you want it. I want a JPEG. File formats, and then when I'm waiting on it, you see at the bottom it says generate and export. What it's doing is converting everything and getting it all ready. Now you see where it says share. What I love about this, man, you can share it straight to your phone or anywhere. So I'm gonna hit share at the bottom, and it comes up. Now I can airdrop it. You see how my picture comes up? My MacBook Pro, my phone can't do that with Photoshop. If you can, I don't know. You can send it straight to somebody's messenger, their email, Facebook, everything right from here. Snapchat, Instagram. That's what I love about Affinity Photo and my iPad. You can just drop it, send it anywhere from here. So what I like to do is send it to my phone. I just press my iPhone. Now it's sending it to my phone. It just airdropped to my phone. And I like to save an image on my iPad. So bam, it just saved the image on my iPad. Close out. Now I'm just going to get out of it. Save it right now. I should have been saving it along the way. So it saves automatically when you close the photo out. So now it's saving. And as you can see, I had did it already. So bam. Now you have it saved. And now you're done. You can send it to anybody, and you can always go back and re-edit certain parts. Re-edit certain parts if you want to, because we saved all those layers. So that's how I edit on my iPad Pro using Affinity Photo. I'll be making more and more of these videos. This is the second one I made. And I hope you enjoyed it, man. So, y'all take care. Have a